Jesus, this is loud. Hi guys, and welcome to the greatest bit of advertising that has ever been done. This is a dating simulator by KFC. I'm like 99% sure people will have seen this, because this is so weird and so brilliant at the same time that people must know about this. But I figured it's February, we need a good dating simulator. Why not do Colonel Sanders? Because we all love him, he's been there for us at the darkest of times. We've had those days, we've broken up with someone, we've had an argument with someone, we feel fat, and you just want to eat something deep fried. Colonel Sanders has been there for you. So I'm going to be there for him this February. Such a weird intro. Anyway, so we're going to play this dating simulator, just in case you didn't realise this. So, new game. I'm stuck with two colonels. There we go. I need a name. What can I call myself? I can't think of a name, so I'm going for this. Floggles. That's our name for today. What are these things? I recognise that thing. I don't know what that thing is. Maybe I'm playing the wrong game. Maybe I need to educate myself on some KFC before I play this. Who are these dudes? Anyway. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. This is a very clean student apartment. I mean, the bed's a bit messy, that's about it. Look how neatly the everything is... Oh, I was not like this as a student. Pearls! I did not have pearls either as a student. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Oh, Christ, okay. Or you could wake up now! Now! Your first day of culinary school, there's no time to sleep in, and this thing is really... going to my ears. Smack that clock. Jesus. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. I'm going to have to be careful with my choices as well, because I think I can die in this. Oh, the story ends. Anyway, your mind begins to wander. Who will you be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. So you'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream. I can't because I might be late for school. I've got to take this seriously, Floggles. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth equals brushed. Hair equals combed. Pits equals deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. That's a biscuit. I don't think we have this in England. We certainly don't call these biscuits. We have Yorkshire puddings, way better. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam! She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Floggles! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that, this morning I made breakfast myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? You don't love yourself, Miriam. Look at the tears of disappointment. Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. Oh, she's crying. But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, oh, I need to go to this school. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. How hard was this mannequin? Should it not be a blow-up doll? Should he pep talk her or change the subject to give us some relief? I'm gonna pep talk her. Like, come on, Miriam. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet. and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to be the handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon, but not this soon, because he's mine, bitch. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all, and if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? I certainly can. You can definitely believe it. Oh, I'm sassy. Floggles is sassy. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. That's not sterile. It's Ashley. She can't spell her name properly. Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled by jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Ashley? Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Floggles' shins alone. Oh, she's talking to me. I thought she was talking to Miriam. You leave Floggles' shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. I shaved. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Right, okay, can I just pause this for a second? My name is Rachel, okay? And the traditional way, or should I say the wrong way, is R-A-C-H-E-L. But my way is spelled R-A-C-H-A-E-L, okay? So mine makes sense. Ashley's doesn't, okay? Mine's the proper way to spell it. Just shut up. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Stop to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight that you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Ahem. Van? You ran. Oh my god, I love this game immediately. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Wow, a cocky bitch. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. Hi. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Pop? Oopsie. I think it's broken. What, your butt is broken? You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Floggles, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? He can be your love interest, okay? Off you go, Miriam. You work that one up. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room. Okay, that looks too realistic to... Is that an actual dude? Is that like the head of KFC currently or something? Or like Colonel's son? That looks too photorealistic. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable! Also unhygienic. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. I don't know, I'm gonna admit something here. I've eaten dog food, okay? I work in a vet's. And you get dared to do things, like eat this, I dare you to eat this, and you eat it. Dog food is shite. It tastes horrible. So I don't know whether I like this guy teaching me how to make fine food. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly, someone close the window. And then... he walks in. He walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... if it isn't my favourite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. His name's Harland Sanders. See, I didn't know that. I'm learning things from this game. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-lot. Wow, maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. God, I love this game. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. Shocked Miriam. Just shook. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Floggle sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I'm glowing. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future, like Ronald McDonald, but we don't mention his name. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There will be blood. We're gonna, wrestle some chickens. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Sexy beast! Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Sprinkles is pissed. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognise me? This is my third year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. To be fair though, 3 years is 9 days? Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Look at my butt. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzzzt. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank's cute. Can I romance Clank instead? Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a token dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Fuck. Oh no, can I save? I can't save. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to. This is a chicken game, but chicken snack might be a little bit too... You reach beneath the apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favourite! Yes! I thought that would be too obvious, but obviously not. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours a snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Yes, bribery gets you everywhere. It doesn't, okay? Don't take that seriously. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavours on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Just to go back as well, veterinary experience, beef goes down amazing. Cats, dogs, probably not rabbits or horses, but cats and dogs, beef, all the way. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Floggles, there's a seat still here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Ooh, 2 good options, but which will you choose? Oh! Chicks before dicks. You move to your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders, you have such a magnetic personality, and the seat opened right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little bit better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is travelling to point B and train B is travelling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right! Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather? Yay! What is the most important efficient eating utensil ever created? A commercially oversized fork? A spork. Spork is brilliant. That's right. Did KFC invent the spork? What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt? Camel meat? A pancake that looks like a silly face. Oh, what was I just talking about at the start of this episode? That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right! Your total score is perfect. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? No, I'm just smart, big brain. You look up to say that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Yes. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Yay, there's hearts! Hot diggity floggles, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? I have broken my wrists. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologise for my tardiness. You say I was nobody cares. Howdy, folks! I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, we don't even know his name. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Yay! But shh! Lunch, 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 lunch. She said shh. In honour of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled with my smellers. Indeed, that smell. Wow, look at his arms. Jesus Christ. He could snap Ronald McDonald in half, couldn't he? You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumours true? Is this? Yes! Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavours. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. He will never tell you it's a secret. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe? Dude, psh. Nah, my dude. Nah. It's just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him? He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I know at the moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Get the fuck away, bitch. She realises that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any... Oh, he's pissed. Look at his face. He's grumpy. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates. Dig in. I love the way he's standing. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Am I having an existential crisis? Testing Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I don't want to go towards the lakes, I'll die. Save the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavour. That might insult him, because it's a secret ingredient. I want to savour the moment. Ooh, I don't want to swim towards the light, because that's a definite end game. The flavours in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavours, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavour? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Yes! Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. He has a staff with a chicken on it. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavours that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww, you've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Cocaine! Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to go look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. He's off his tits on cocaine. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Oh no. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Be modest but thoughtful. Wow him with a big idea, to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. No, that's insulting. Neg him to show your own strength. Be modest but thoughtful. Yes! Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Also vegan. Vegan option. Brilliant. To the future. Now you've got his attention. The flavours were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savoury and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Floggles. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know I've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Oh, Master Chef. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally we get to show our stuff. Wait a second, I have no stuff. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. Insert dirtiness here. Except maybe kisses to the ground of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. What happened to chicks before dicks? Hey Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear, like Meldon? One honeypot? Wanna be my partner? Aw, sure Floggles, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Oh, go with Clank. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Fucking Clank! Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. He is like an industrial cooker. She will win, hands down. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Oh, I quite like Clank. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you... Ow! Just punched my desk. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. Oh no. No chef is an island. It takes two flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook. Using an octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. That would be pretty cool. Or your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. See, I'm English, so automatically mashed tatties and gravy sounds delicious, and I think that's right up KFC street. Yes! I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? It's love. You might have a crush. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Bitch, did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Floggle's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Whoa, what's with the music? Van, are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Floggles were struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. bitch. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned herself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense. Where's this music from? But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really getting at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Who do I turn to? Shit, who am I going to turn to? Turn to Miriam. Your forever bestie. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend and need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Bye-bye. Leaving you in the dust, vis-a-vis my skills as a chef perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Floggles is my partner for today's activities. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. So sexy. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny will be very proud. Eee! Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Yes! Van Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realises that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Floggles. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more sporkful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potato face? Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality, braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of the signature dish right off of the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Oh no, it killed him! It actually killed him! Holy shit, everyone step back, don't take another bite. Shit's gone real. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison! The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. Van the murderer man. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. He's protecting us. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realise I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. I don't think I will ever look at the Colonel in another way again. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Floggles. There's something I need to tell you. Fucking Van the murderer man. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh no. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like loads of weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, go! Shut up! I'm the one here who has to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. I would love it if it was like a little ghost here. Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero. What the fuck? The Spork monster is here to fight a hero! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he's rhyming on purpose? Or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Oh, shit. Defend? It's a fucking monster. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the Spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat a lot of good that defense did. I'm going to attack. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster won't forget this. Spork monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. What attack will I use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork monster uses utility-tensil. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Defend. What defense will I use? Buff up. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. Oh, shit. Am I going far in front of Colonel Sanders? You better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lower on the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Yes! Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Holy shit, he's going Super Saiyan. Pot Pie Power Punch. Pot Pie Power or Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realise that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, until you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. Was it a spork? It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Of course it is. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Boko. Boko. That name sounds strangely familiar, does it? Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. This is not how I was expecting this to go, can I just say. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realise that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. He's in my bedroom. Fuck. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't remember. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy! What a legend! You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. So much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Did you bang Clank? Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be... I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yep, he was so popular that he was voted prom king in a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Ha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. Floggles, don't you go blabbing now. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if he did him a big favour, I could have some of my own. Miriam? Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavour wasn't like anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. But I would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. I'm not gonna tell her. What do you think? I'm gonna protect Colonel Sanders' secret. Absolutely, I'm not gonna tell her that. I'm gonna make up a fake one. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. He's on a horse! Gets Colonel Sanders, he's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. I'm going to get run over by the horse if I run over to him. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realise anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. How are you going to get home? You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Dang it, that's what I just said! Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Floggles just gets really nervous around people they like. Fucking Miriam. What? That is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. Vomit everywhere. She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. The problem is he knows exactly what happened last night, so he's even wiser now, so thanks Miriam. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like a counterfeiting recipe's bad. Oh no. They're the one... Oh, I don't know. I don't get it. Experiment with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. So, unless he disguised himself and Miriam met him in the botanical gardens. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature. They're pathetic. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behaviour. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? No, I'm the empress. Bitch, sit the fuck down. You make the rules. I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Nelly did. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it is they were hiding, and you instantly recognise it. Like a book. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the Spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Poor Pop! We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Oh, you made him cry. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp, womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh, he's crying. Zzz. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Oh, don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Fucking bitch. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true star of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologise for my late arrival. I was having my anal glands emptied. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson? Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed the name. Was it? But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Floggles! Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? I don't know. I don't want to do a dog biscuit. I can't eat a dog biscuit, can I? A shimmering pepper, a glass of water. I'm scared. I'm like 50 minutes in. I don't want to fuck it up now. A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. Shit. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My dad! My friend! This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. I fucking love this. To fulfill the prophecy. I'm getting sick of coughing. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Thank God I didn't die. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. I demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, step up and tell them they're on. Go on then. We're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van. I like your grumption, Vargles. Oh, hang on. That was the Colonel. I'll be watching your performance. Oh no. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Uh-oh. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Ow! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will definitely defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling that you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? It always boils 100 seconds after you turn the heat on. That one. That's right! But how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Santa's recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs? 11 herbs and spices. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. This is so fast. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavour? Fuck. Gratitude. Yes. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? Fuck! Yes! This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss my chance to blow. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling! That's wrong! What? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Floggles. He's actually cheering you on! Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to trip? Oh fuck, I don't know. What? I didn't do anything! Get your mind back in the competition. You were stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. What do it take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry. Fuck. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate base biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun playing elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough to a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Zzzt. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilised in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Floggles does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Floggles, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Fuck! Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. Did I fail? It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. It simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Floggle's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavour that tastes good and tells a story of excellent. Fucking bitch. I was going to ask Floggles to do the honour, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this cream of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Not happy with this situation, not happy. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of Ashley's dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued but perhaps not impressed. Yes! As he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his moustache. Internalise the rage you feel, or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Oh, I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to internalise. Because I think he can stand up for himself. Fuck. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face. Which means perhaps people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Fuck. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. Ah! And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You tried to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine, can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think, because you're just perfect, Colonel Sanders. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I walked to the paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Really? And I was a doctor of chicken. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. Holy shit, the Colonel's got issues. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labour or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. It's your eyebrows, they're still on fire. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologise. Yay! I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Maybe I didn't choose a bad path then, because I thought when I'd failed before, that was it. I was eyebrowless and kernelless. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologise for the way I switched right into attack mode. I did not. I defended first. I used trepidation. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a Spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once. Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. Hang on a minute, is Ashley and Van going to turn Pop into a monster? Because they had him up against the wall and they were throwing like potato skins on him and they had the book? You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through and through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Floggles together. I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway when we can discuss. Hang on, I've just got to draw my eyebrows back on. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Is it a KFC restaurant? Oh, look at the baby boy. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure, if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Oh, he's crying. Have you been working on new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavours and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him, should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret, just for you? I'm going to share it, because he told us our secret. You decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw. Oh, do you just eat it straight? Until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around, so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Oh my god, find the bedroom. Find the bedroom now. You realise that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Is this his dead grandma? Oh no, it's going to have his grandmother in it, innit? You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal, or his ex-wife. Did he have an ex-wife? I don't know. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Tap on an item. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens. It's a safe! You find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashing style? Sashimi style? Okay. I would have tap on this one. Look at him! An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and moustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? No, I don't want to... Oh, shit. If I keep clicking things here, am I going to end up losing out? This photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. They are not doing that. That's a lie. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Candle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. Uh-oh. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Am I going to take the hair? Upon further inspection, you realise that the hair therein isn't just silvery in colour, it's actually made of spun silver. Really? Okay. Chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realise it isn't just realistic, it's real! Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item. Okay, I think I've... Oh no, I haven't. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you say I'm in the middle of something? For fuck's sake, random dude. You open the window crack and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. Poor guy. Right, I'm gonna go in his bedroom. The fuck? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Awkward. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. It'll look even better on the bedroom floor. Oh, crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold. Or you fess up and tell the truth. Oh. I'm just going to tell him I'm cold. Sorry, I'm cold. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. It's just I got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Ooh. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warmed by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. It's not moving fast enough. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Floggles. I honestly think that this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Yes, we stayed over at his place. Fuck you, Ashley. Dream sequence. Whee! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Fuck. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Oh no, you think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, heroin isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could you be the world's greatest gift to the cookery? Flannery, I'm not going to take him down a peg. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. What? No! Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning waits for no one. Oh no, you get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. They quite literally did. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened. No, nothing happened. But the emotional connection was wowzers. Nothing. Oh, little Miriam. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. Just fucking wait until you find out where I've been, bitch. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Oh, sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. Got a point. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Floggles, suggesting I pick on a defenceless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. I need Colonel Sanders to kiss it better. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are getting close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, you sense that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Floggles, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure she'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her, that bitch? But what about the flavour of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Floggles. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. He's pissed at me. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I am always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Floggles. No, don't go with her. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. Uh-oh, you open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. No, don't do it! That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, I can't forget about Colonel Sanders, don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Dramatic you. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. Is he going to shit on the floor? His cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He's sniffing something. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles a sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologise for the outburst. I know it seems cliché, but not much in this world satisfies me like ungraded work. My Floggles. Were you studying? Something with cinnamon? I've been sitting in on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Floggles, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Bzzzt. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane, strapped to a stranger? Jesus. Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J, forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pell down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Ding! Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panel, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. He's broken! No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Is that a shoe? Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademarked. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm not sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Floggel's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Floggles, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big in visualising success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualising, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Oh no, you decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up. Yes! Lots of hearts! Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualising. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less than from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie from just the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something. Oh no, it's burning! Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow! It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Basta Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! The fuck am I doing? Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Wait, when did Clark learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's absolutely certainly evil magic? Don't do it the hard way. That's what Colonel Sanders said. The easy way is shit. That may not be the word he used, but it's bollocks. Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Floggles. Oh, I'm fluttering. Miriam notices too. Oh, and I've always believed in you, Floggles, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food? Short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Miriam, it's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Fucking hell. Steve? Wait, what happened to Boko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Boko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Of course you can, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Huh, yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top shelf, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself. Give up and drop out. Fuck no. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy overflows through your body. My heart is pure. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Floggles, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Fuck! But don't worry, dear Floggles. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. Yes! I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook. Oh, that's not his fault! I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in the UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Pranks? Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, you must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final products. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. Oh, it's like Gordon Ramsay. I've made tender udon noodles in a savoury soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. I don't know if I pronounced that properly. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? No. Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was just less than a thimble's worth of soup. 8+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Floggles, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. That sounds absolutely vile. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different coloured type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Does it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me! Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Ugh. I hate Turkish delight. Right, weirdly enough, I love... Is it Cypriot delight? Or Cyprus delight? But I hate Turkish delight. Weird. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school, you daft bitch? Got toast in your ears or something? Floggles? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job at cooking it too. I didn't realise that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Weirder. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake and nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. That looks vile. He examines it closely, sniffing an eye in the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers round and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality and into another dimension. You win! Yes! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. This new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could there be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. Yes! The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, we're in more casual wear. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs that they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he's had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Aww. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pops. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do. For the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honour of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of spark and an electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal the truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet, in another dimension. What? What? Say what? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. My planet needs me. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. That sounds bad. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Yes. Look at him in his sexy casual wear. Howdy, classmates. Just like that. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Is there baked beans? Why is there no baked beans? There's always baked beans in a KFC platter. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Very fucking clever. The end. Is that actually the end? Hey, no, it's not the end. I fucking love this. It's just so stupid. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Floggles? What are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me? What are the qualities that you'd expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to! Yes! As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Floggles. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. Don't get angry, but who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think that running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Floggles, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you will have me by your side. The end! shit! Did I get a good ending? I don't know if I got a good ending or not. Oh shit. That was good though. I did enjoy that. Because there was a bit in the middle, it was like I had to do the quiz. It was when I got my hand stuck in the mixer and I put the food in the mixer. The questions were going so fast I couldn't fucking pick anything. So I don't know whether it was supposed to be like that or whether I had to actually pick the right answers, and I don't know whether I picked the right answers and fucked it up. So if anyone has played this game and has watched this and saw the ending that I've got, please let us know in the comments whether that was a good ending or not. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day with the one you love, with yourself, with Ben and Jerry. You know, Ben and Jerry. That's a nice threesome to have for a Valentine's Day. Anyway, if you have enjoyed, then please leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for some more content, and I will see you in the next episode. My voice has gone. Take care now, guys. Bye!